Sondheim, Stephen Sondheim, he's just like, I've always loved him. I loved him since first heard the score when I was about 13. And I love everything he's written. And I've always loved Sweeney Todd. I've known those tunes like around, they've been in my head for years. So when Tim said he was going to, in fact, we kind of courted over Sweeney Todd. It was one of the things that we realised we both liked. When he said he was going to make a film of it, I just thought, I can't not go up for this. I mean, I don't know if I can sing. And he said, why don't you try? We'll see, but you're going to have to audition like with everybody else, because anyone who wants to play Mrs. Lovett's going to have to audition. And that was at Stephen Sondheim's demand. He had casting approval over it. So, so Tim said, go away and see if you can, see what you can learn. So I did. I just did it non-stop because I just thought, God, it'd be a dream come true. And I practiced for 3 months and then I auditioned. I've never done a musical before. It wasn't daunting, but at the same point, well, yes, it was daunting. When I got the part, then it was daunting because for those first 3 months when I was auditioning, I thought, well, I either get the part or I don't. And I've got, in a way, nothing to lose because I don't know if I can sing. So if I don't get it, whatever. Not quite whatever, because I was so desperate to play it. But then I realised, oh my God, I've got to, now I've got to the rest of the part. And it's a huge part, singing part. And it's the most difficult, apparently. No, it's definitely daunting, because none of us had done a musical before. Tim hadn't, Johnny hadn't. So it really was a case of don't look down. I just so loved the writing and the music and the whole project that's what's invigorating and stimulating, and that's what drives you and makes you, made me want to do this sort of, mad thing of trying to learn to sing in 3 months. So it was fantastic. It's pretty straightforward, Johnny. I mean, he just concentrates. He's very disciplined, very conscientious, and he's really obedient of Tim. I think I probably should have been a bit more obedient, or automatically. He always does everything that Tim asks him to do. And he was really professional, and he's very concentrated. He's very easy. He's very thoughtful, very generous. He was always telling me, giving me encouragement. Mrs. Lovett, well, in plot terms, she is a baker. She owns a pie shop, and she was Sweeney's landlady. And she's always been in love with him right from before he left for Australia. He comes back having been transported for a crime he didn't commit, framed by a judge, and comes back to seek revenge for what he thinks is his wife's murder, or virtual destruction, really. And he goes back to his barber shop and finds that Mrs. Lovett is still running a pie shop, and so he sets up shop above her pie shop. She's a fantastic character. You can throw any kind of colour at her. She's a tough working class survivor, but as vital and sort of energetic as Sweeney's introverted and depressed. And she's completely amoral, and she's mad, delusional, and a sort of middle-class wannabe. But in love, just the main thing that drives her is that she's in love with a man who barely notices her. Tim, he loves. He's very, very quick. He knows exactly what he wants. Very efficient. He loves doing he loves making films. It's like he's got all his toys and he's got everything. He's at play. And you don't usually, although I'm different because I know what's going on, but you wouldn't get any sense of the amount of stress that he's under. So he's very good at not bringing that to set. He's quite simple. He's very fast. That's what I like. But his demands are very simple. And there are a lot of laughs. It's always fun. I mean, on this he had a lot of laughs. He was really happy, really tremendously happy. I did love every minute of doing it. And I love singing. It's so good for one. And it's so fun. And I loved every bit of it, really.